Think about your question. Think about your intention. Let's see what comes up for your reading today. This feels like a call for being more focused and intentional with your energy right now, where it looks like you're being kind of pulled all over the place here. Inspiration coming from every direction, just a matter of having to make a decision and really like stick with it. And I feel like right now it's hard to move forward effectively because it feels like there's a lot of options available to you, or it's hard to like be very clear on the exact direction that you're supposed to go in right now. It just feels like mental distraction more than anything, where it's being caught up in the mind and like a lot of thoughts racing and spinning around, and feeling like a lot of doing things alone or by yourself, where it's a lot of it's intensity, it's that underdog energy with the Seven of Wands, where it's sort of feeling this weight and the sense of like, if you want anything done right, you have to do it yourself, or people aren't going to understand what you're going through, or you know what's happening. And it just feels like the sense of distraction, like this overwhelm is probably the word, which leads to a difficulty in moving forward. And it really just feels like a lot of mental distraction that's keeping you from being clear right now. Like there's so many thoughts, so many ideas, that it's hard to be effective. It's hard to like move forward strategically and wisely, because it's more like, it just feels like the energy is really up here. Like there's a lot of just like busyness of the mind and so many thoughts that it's really, to make a wise and informed decision, you want the mind to be balanced, the heart, the body, the spirit, in order to like move forward in the direction that's healthiest for you and what's in the highest alignment for you. But right now it just feels like a lot of like either like a maybe scarcity, but it almost feels like a frantic energy. That's probably a better word for it, where it's like, I gotta do something, what do I do? I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna keep being frantic. And really the response and the answer to this is to just take that breath and to just take a step back. You don't have to have a perfect decision made right now. You don't have to be 100% clear on like A to Z every step of the way of what you're supposed to be doing or what it's supposed to look like. Like everybody's path is so unique, and there are so many different like little roads that we take along the way on this bigger journey of life. And this is just feels like there's a lot of different directions that you can go in, and it's just hard to make a decision. And the truth is, you don't have to make an absolute concise decision right now on anything right now. And I feel like that clarity is gonna come. If you're feeling scattered and spastic or what have you right now, that is a huge energy that's kind of floating in the ether currently, and it feels almost like a collective experience right now. And it just feels like a good time to like, if you feel like you're up here, if you feel like you're up in your head or kind of like in a busy mind, to just like exhale and to settle into yourself and not rush into anything. Rushing isn't going to do anything, like, you know, making a decision or taking any big steps right now. You could, you know, just trust in intuition and in life force to take a leap if that's what you're feeling called to do. But if you feel like you're in this place of like, I need to make a decision, just pause and exhale before making any absolute, you know, final conclusions on anything. in the past we have the Sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. It is joy, contentment, connection, ease, fulfillment, just all this beautiful light, bright energy. And seeing it in the past is this reminder of basically, like, remember where you come from, remember the good times. You don't have to romanticize or glorify, but like, the truth is there are like happy memories to reflect on. There are good times to remember, and there is wisdom in what has happened in the past. Like, there is wisdom in the joy and that youthfulness and that connected energy that I feel like you were once more tapped into once upon a time, and maybe right now when things feeling a little more scattered, it's like, remember how things used to be. And again, it's not about like getting attached to the past or like getting overly like, you know, sentimental about it, but there's wisdom in how you used to do things or how things once were. There's an innocence and a light and a purity that could really help you in how you're intended to move forward. Life does not have to be so serious, and I feel like this reading kind of has this energy of like things having to be so serious, whether it's like this like story of responsibility or like I have to do this or this needs to get done. And yes, we want to balance day-to-day life and being realistic, I guess. That's kind of part of the dance, but there's also this call for like the wisdom of youth and joy and purity and light and all these lovely qualities that are like healthy, and that should be welcomed into how you want to move forward, because we should continue to cultivate this life of joy, of peace, of connection and playfulness, like just like being sweet and soft and radiant like the sun. Two of Coins, kind of that being still, acting busy, a little bit of distraction, this sort of like putzing around has been a word, and it's, I mean, it just feels like the illusion of looking like, look at all I'm doing, I have so much on my plate, there's so much going on. And really, what does that mean? What does that entail? It doesn't feel like the most effective use of your energy. So if you really want to move forward effectively and into a life that really feels balanced and healthy and the most aligned for you, this feels like a real call to keep tapping into your joy, especially like things from your past, like a more youthful experience of joy you want to bring into your experience now and into your life moving forward, and to like keep expanding. Because with the Two of Coins, this is very much sort of like self-contained. Like, it's not sharing, it's not doing anything, it's not contributing. It's sort of like just staying in your own liminal space. It's staying in your bubble. And from the outside, it looks like, oh, like that person's busy. Oh, they're doing this and this. And it's really not contributing to you or to your community. And so really living in alignment and in Dharma asks us to tune into our own, you know, balance physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and to like share that outwardly. It doesn't have to be on some like huge platform, but just sharing it in community and with the people we love. And Two of Coins just feels like it kind of pulls into like your own private space, which is okay for a time when we're like regrouping and regathering with our thoughts and energy, but like to really have a life of joy, there needs to be more sharing. There needs to be more just of this like expansiveness and the light and the joy of the sun. Like, bring that into everything that you do. That is the most important thing. Like, let yourself radiate. And I feel like when there's a lot of busyness of the mind and so many thoughts or like directions to go in, and there's a lot of mental energy flying around, like drop into this solar energy. I mean, this is even like solar plexus. This is that like manifestation. It's confidence, it's exuberance, radiant light. Let that be what drives how you move forward, and let it come from a place of playfulness and joy. It doesn't have to be like domineering or intense. It's sweet. Like the sun, there's this like little child riding a horse, and it's really that like that sweet youthful energy that we're being asked to tap into in order to realign, to regroup, and to move forward with intention and with, you know, joy and peace and everything beautiful. The Queen of Cups in reverse, this is still learning to tap into emotion, into that big place of feeling. And I just feel like if there's a continual sense of like mental flying around or stagnation, it can be hard to like generate openness of emotional spirit. And that really comes with allowing yourself to be more playful. It's allowing yourself to be more sharing and open, and vulnerability is the answer. It is always the answer. This, like the sharing, vulnerability is sharing, it is openness. And when you're vulnerable and open, it helps other people to be vulnerable and open. When you are authentic and genuine and expressive, like it's one of those contagious things. Like people around you might have a certain feeling about it, but like the right people who are right for you are gonna like respond well to your authenticity, and it's gonna help them to tap into their authenticity. And I just feel like if there's any like reservation around expressing vulnerability or big emotions or any of that, if you're feeling like it's hard to communicate how you really feel, it's like just do it. Just do it. It's the spirit that wants to be shared, and that's shared through the heart space and through my throat chakra that clearly needs to open. And it comes with love. Like it comes with this generosity of spirit of the hearts. And that is part of the alignment of like even solar plexus and like that manifesting energy, that radiant solar energy coming together with the heart space, so that everything that you do is coming from a place of like confidence and groundedness, as well as deep feeling and emotions and authenticity. So, and I just feel like there's just, you're only gonna have more ideas that want to come to life. I feel like there's just more and more inspiration. And if you thought you're trying to make a decision and keep your thoughts aligned and you're feeling scrambled, like you're only going to have more thoughts and inspirations and directions that are gonna like pop open for you. And I just feel like you're not about to just like settle into one thought. I feel like the inspiration is gonna keep growing, and really to make the best decision, the most aligned decision for you right now is about this belly energy, the radiant solar plexus, along with the heart. Like bringing these energies together into a place of like manifestation and creativity. And also like lean into your community. When I see the 7 of Wands, which is just one of these like infamous cards of underdog. It's like, oh, I gotta do it myself and nobody gets me, and it's like me against the world. And it's like, no, it's not. You are not alone. We were never meant to heal alone, and we do need to ask for help. And that is where this Queen of Cups, she has got to come into the picture in her fullest expression. In the reverse, it's like, it's that difficulty and the vulnerability. It's that trouble asking for help, which we all need. We're not meant to do this work alone. It takes a village. And the 7 of Wands has this like stubborn insistence to do it all by his freaking self. And what is the fun in that? What is the point of that? You are empowered, you are capable, you have done so much, but being self-contained and being like limited, or like that absence of vulnerability, which vulnerability is an outward expression of self, like pulling yourself in doesn't help anybody, and it definitely doesn't help you. Like getting out of your own way. And even if the words of like, I need help, I could use help, it feels like a frog in your throat trying to say that, say it anyway. Speak openly, and you would be amazed like how many people want to help and that love you and want to support you and be there. And there's like a history of distrust or a lack of faith in others. I feel like that's what comes along, that's what comes up, and that's an old story. It has to go. It's not true. You are not that same person, and you do not have to live in that fear anymore. And there is a wisdom in how things once were, how things used to be, and the joyfulness that you once were more tapped into. Like, welcome that energy, tap into that, remember that. Even if it feels like a distant memory, it's like, remember that joyful energy and bring that into everything that you are cultivating in your active life now and what you want to create moving forward. And that is how you continue to step into your most aligned self. And this is just the beginning. This is not a completion. This is like the beginning of projects. This is the beginning of doors opening, and it's about getting clear and settling in, you know, like as you continue to sift through the like many levels of inspiration. And I feel like it's continuing to stay empowered and radiance, and like as a creative person, you're never gonna just be like satiated at like, oh, I've come up with all the creative ideas. Like, they're gonna always keep coming, because that's what the creative process does. It just keeps on birthing more and more ideas. It's like that sacral energy. So anything else? Well, your past, again, it's almost like your past is coming back sooner than you think, and bigger changes are arising faster than you realize. But this is really like a call to reflect and to remember times before. Straight up, Six of Cups is all about that nostalgic quality. King of Wands, that empowerment, that bold energy. With the Court cards, there's so much to say, but this is sort of like the initial, like, fully formed idea, getting very clear. And that comes with this due diligence and this process of like moving through the energy so that you can be so clear on how to move forward. And then of course the High Priestess, which is like, girl, chill. That's all for now. We don't need to go any further. Allow the ideas to come. This is a time of like major downloads, and there's this like Vata energy, which is like life force that is looking to be channeled somewhere, somehow. If you're looking for a way to channel that energy, it will come, but continue to settle in to your body, and also ask for help. Be vulnerable, share in your community, share your feelings, reach out, connect actively. And I feel like that's going to help with your alchemical process of like everything that you want to create. And if you have creative energy and you're not knowing how to work with it, it's like working with people is a highly effective way of like growing your inspiration and your energy. And it like helps everybody. Like creative energy just helps everybody to stay inspired. There's no lack of it. There's no, you can only have so much. Like it just keeps growing and growing and growing. It's like love. If you have any questions, my name is Claire. I'm a tarot reader of over 15 years, astrologist, yoga teacher. working with tarot to alchemize and to heal and to help in daily life, you know, in the day-to-day, in the greater picture, working with the physical body, mind, soul, spirit, all of it alchemizes through these reading practices and through day-to-day life. If you're interested in a reading, please reach out. Clarity Life on Instagram, claritylife@gmail.com, CLAIRITY life@gmail. I love you. I hope you have a great day.